this Sunday.
You're listening to Real Estate Roundup.
Real Estate Roundup.
With Realtor Nagaraj Annaya every Sunday from 12:30 p.m. to 1 p.m. PST on Volley 92.3 FM.
Namaskar Bay Area. Thank you for joining us on Real Estate Roundup, brought to you by nagarajhomes.com, your one-stop shop for all things Bay Area real estate. I'm Vijay Lakshmi, and each week Realtor Nagaraj Annaya, the founder of nagarajhomes.com, gets you up to date on every aspect of real estate. All you need to know as you venture into getting your foot into the door of your dream home, or if you're keen to upgrade or downsize or possibly invest in real estate. Well, Nagaraj Annaya is the only realtor in the Bay Area who strives to educate you on every aspect of real estate, big and small, so you go in totally enriched and successful. So, together we invite you to join us with your questions, big or small, clarifications, and observations on home ownership. We are coming to you live on Bolly 92.3 FM, and studio lines are ready and waiting to take your call. So, call us at 408 912 5038. That number 408 912 5038. And with that, welcome Nagraj. Happy Sunday.
Hello, Vijay Lakshmi. Hello, Bay Area. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a great day out there. Sun is out, and it's a great weekend. This
Another beautiful day in the Bay, so nothing to complain about.
driving, and if you have any questions on the real estate, you are like one of the buyer or a seller, and you recently did one transaction, and would like to share how the transactions went in.
Yeah.
Give us a call. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. We are live on Volley 92.3. This number is only for this show. Later after the show, if you want to give us a call, I'll give out my number too. But right now, the studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. Anything on the real estate, our show is all about education on the real estate. Educate and enrich on the real estate. Give us a call. Vijay Lakshmi, did you watch Ambani's wedding?
Of course, who didn't?
Not even a wedding.
It was hard to miss it.
It was a pre-wedding.
Yeah.
The occasion, right? Like Ambani's son was talking about, like he was like basically talking on the stage, and he was crying and like he was telling about his health crisis, right? And you can see that Ambani is like basically crying, and he's like basically it was saying is like how much of the wealth we have, if you don't have a health and an happiness, no matter the billions of money what you carry can't help you out. So always be happy and concentrate on your health. That is very, very important.
Yeah. Prioritize your health, because as they said, health is wealth. We just say it, without really meaning it. But it's when you lose it that you realize that every bit of it is true and more. So you don't have health, you don't have anything, so you cannot enjoy that wealth at all. So
not having
make it
anything, right? Like that is where hand holding on a real estate matters, right? Because you're building your wealth. Once you build over on wealth, you'll be on the happy on the other side. But only wealth, no health, doesn't matter out, right? Like listeners, if you think so, and if you want to share anything on your buying journey or a selling journey, and if you have any questions on the real estate.
Yes. So if you've even come out on the other side, it's also questions, of course, about how to get into the real estate market. But also, if you've been successful in doing it, we'd love to hear from you as well, because your observation really helps the community at large. So you would be doing everybody a favor. So call us 408-912-5038 with anything that's on your mind with regard to real estate. And of course, the place that you want to check out always as you make this journey, navigate this journey into real estate is nagarajhomes.com, Nagaraj homes.com. So, Nagaraj, do you have a question on the floor for us?
Great one, Vijay Lakshmi. I think let's make the city name, right?
Yeah.
The city is a part of the Silicon Valley region. City name comprised of 3 syllables. Okay. And the city's name derived from a Spanish term.
Okay.
I think maybe make it a little more easier also, right, Vijay Lakshmi?
Yeah.
Adjacent to San Jose.
Adjacent to San Jose. Okay.
Okay,
Derived from a Spanish name.
correct.
Mm-hmm.
Adjacent to a San Jose, which city I'm talking about. And if you are from that city, can you share some information about what you like about that city? You
Yeah.
give us a call, our studio line number 408-912-5038. Which city I'm talking about? City adjacent to San Jose, city derived from a Spanish term.
Hmm.
A few more clues are there. If you guys can't guess, maybe we can give out more.
Yeah. But right now, that is the question on the floor. So keep those calls coming in for that and for anything else related to real estate. 408-912-5038. So, Nagraj, I came across this article that said that you really need to have your stars aligned to buy a home in the Bay Area, right? Otherwise, it's a very difficult proposition to even get that. So, do you think this is right from your perspective as a realtor? What really has been your approach in getting your clients their dream home, and how are you making that difference for your clients?
It's a well said, Vijay Lakshmi. See, I think, to buy a house in Bay Area, you need to have a lot of down payment.
Yeah.
You need to make a lot of money, because any house, whatever you're bidding in, it's what each house gets 15 offers, 10 offers, 12 offers,
Mm.
right? And any house which comes in, maybe in it, I'm just talking about the South Bay, okay?
Yeah.
Or like East Bay cities.
Mm.
Not all, like, for example, in the Gilroy region, if I'm going around, maybe that is not so many bidding wars are going on, but it is only due to South Bay cities like
Mm.
Santa Clara, Sunnyvale, San Jose, Fremont, Milpitas, and Newark also nowadays. I see that. Okay,
Yeah.
and San Ramon, Dublin, Pleasanton. And even a Mountain House also, right? Like all these cities in around, you do have a competition.
Mm.
So how do you succeed in that matters? And
Yeah.
home buying journey is all about somewhere about some compromise and be realistic of the data or realistic of the house you're going to put in. It
Mm.
doesn't mean house is listed for 1.3. Doesn't mean it is like that's the list price you need to consider.
Mm.
There are some reasons they put it into a lower price, because they need to get a more offers in there. Maybe
Sort of a bait for people to come in.
they put it less so that you get more offers in that. It doesn't mean it is going to, because I was talking about one Fremont house. Last week we went into a contract. Okay, this client came in, or a buyer came in just 1 month before.
Mm.
Within a 1 month, we were able to get into a contract. The things we were able to do is every week we attend an open house, see what kind of prices it goes in. We put an offer every week, like he used to put an offer.
Mm.
By that time, because he started, Nagraj, let me buy something for a 1 million in a Fremont. It can't be. Realistically, it is not possible.
Mm.
But we started the houses which we were listed for 1 million. We put an offer first time. It went for, instead of 1 million, it went for 1.21 or a 2.2. Okay. But we didn't want to overbid too much, because we need to understand how much is the appraisal difference comes in.
Mm.
Okay. Whatever I'm noticing in, let me give you one example in the Livermore. House was listed for 1.5 million, but it was sold for, I think it was listed for 1.45.
Okay.
Sold for 1.75. Buyer's agent, whoever had represented, he was not even from this local area.
Oh.
So if you look at the comparables, the last house was sold only for 1.5. So the appraisal would have also come around 1.5 to 1.55.
Yeah.
So they overpaid by 200K. If you are not educating your buyers, how much is the difference of the money extra you make in this, like, or you need to pay for the appraisal. Appraisal is like bank comes and checks how much is your home value worth. So bank wants you to pay the minimum 10% of it or a 20% of it. The remaining difference needs to be arranged from you. If the appraisal comes for a 1.5, so the 10% of 1.5 is 150K, but you are paid 1.75. So you need to be putting a 150 plus 250K. That's 400K of a down payment.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
that's why we need to be very careful in this Bay Area. As you said, all this is becoming in a dream for you to buy a house in a. It's not like that, but you need to plan very well.
Mm-hmm.
You need to identify which houses to bid. Or
So what are you seeing as like the mistake? Before we do that, let's give a number out if people are wanting to jump into this conversation. 408-912-5038, 408-912-5038. You're listening to Real Estate Roundup. We're talking to Nagraj Anaya, the founder of nagrajhomes.com, and we're looking, we're talking about the question of uh, homes being really unapproachable, unaffordable to really make that switch or to get that home. And if that has been your experience as well, we'd love to know. And of course, there's a question on the floor as well, which is the city, which is has a Spanish name, is aligned or around San Jose. And so that is a question on the house. So lots of things to talk about. Give us a call, 408-912-5038. Yes, Nagraj.
we have one more cue about the city, what we are talking about.
Yeah.
It is like it has the shopping mall called Great Mall of the Bay Area.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Shopping mall named after called like Great Mall
Yeah.
of the Bay Area.
Yeah.
One more thing, like if you guys have called, doesn't mean like you can't call, give us a call. You're always encouraged to give us a call and
Yes.
feedback and share your stuffs in this. Do give us a call, and if you want to share something, and our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. This show is on every Sundays 12:30 to 12:55 p.m. and on Fridays we do one more show, Real Estate Playbook. I think Vijay Lakshmi, we need to name this show one name, like maybe instead of confusing it, maybe so it's easy to remember. But we do come on Fridays also. There is also our show is all about educate and
Yeah.
preach on real estate.
Mm-hmm.
So you can listen to us on next Friday. Attorney would be joining, and we'll be talking about the H1B. Now it's all about the H1B season
Yes.
is going on. And if you have any questions, you can give us a call on that show also 6:30. And if you want me to ask the attorney before the show also, right, or like on the show, leave it on my YouTube comment section. All these recordings will be uploaded in my YouTube channel. You can, if you have any questions to ask for the experts like attorney, if you want me to ask any questions to like even the immigration attorneys, or if you want me to ask questions on the mortgage stuff or remodeling, you can go to a YouTube channel, leave it on the comment section, or you can give me a call. I would ask the experts out there also on anything on the real estate. You can always ask me, give me a call, or you can leave it on the comment section.
And you have an easy way of getting in touch with you as well. Like get on the website nagrajhomes.com, and through that you can also connect on WhatsApp with you right
On
away.
WhatsApp. And one more good thing to share, like this coming soon on, like basically on my website would be upgraded more on the luxury terms and everything. You have more listings coming up there. It's pretty much been another 15 days or 1 month. You should have a new website going live.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Easy way to connect.
That sounds great. Yeah. So like you said, there's the 6:30 on Fridays is the show where you get people on board on the show to talk about different aspects. They're all stakeholders in real estate that you would come across, and that includes, if you're looking to remodel, if you're looking for mortgage, if you're looking for what is it, immigration, around everything that is associated with real estate is on that show at 6:30 on Fridays. And of course, we are here with you 12:30 on Sundays. Yeah.
I'm looking for one expert. If you guys are interested, you can give me a call. Like I'm looking for an expert on the technology stuff. Like basically, I'm looking for if somebody wants to looking for a job changes or something like that, right? How does like one handle like basically technology styles like they do it? If you are interested, do give me a call to be part of it. And now we are talking about stars aligned in the Bay Area. Yeah.
Yes.
See, there are, as I told you, right, like even in this tough market, I was able to, like 7 buyers were able to go into a contract in less than 2 months now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is it that you're using that to make those offers stand out? How are you doing that?
There are few terms, it is kind of recipes you put it in a real estate, right? Like how do you represent or how do you write your offers in this real estate matters? Okay. It's finally recipe of the food, right? Like basically when you present, it should be kind of a wow. with even with your limited budget.
Yeah.
Okay, so that, for example, the down payment terms. Okay, for example, the second one is like number of days to close, right? And make the contingencies zero.
Mm.
There are so many things, but everything goes on the property. Basically, you can't blindly write everything like that. Okay, so it is like last week, one more property I went into a contract in a Pleasanton. This house was listed for close to a 2.2 million,
Oh,
but
wow. Mm.
I was able to negotiate it for a 25,000 lesser.
Mm.
Okay, it doesn't mean always you're listed. It needs to go higher, right? Like it is
Yeah.
some of the properties when it starts staying more than one weekend, that is where you need to jump in. Start.
Uh-huh.
Okay, see, and one more thing is what I've noticed: anything more than a 2 million, the number of buyers visiting in the houses kind of would be reduced. It would not
Mm.
be crowded. Like for example, if you list anything in 1.4 or a 1.3, there would be a lot of buyers in the line right now. But if you are one of the buyer who is on more than a 2 million range, okay,
Yeah.
so then the crowd reduces. And I
Mm.
think I shared you last year also, one of the buyer who bought a property for a 2.9 million. Okay, this is a construction based, it's a new construction. So how does it work is like you buy a land,
Yeah.
builder would build new property on it, right? Or a
Mm-hmm.
new house. So when you buy a house, that would like you just pay for the land. The land value would be around a 2 million or something, but another remaining 1 million, you would be releasing it in a stages.
Mm.
So like every construction phases, you release the loans would be released or the funds would be released to the builder.
Okay.
Homes around in Bay Area are doing it, like some of the cities like San Jose, Campbell. There's one listing in Santa Clara also. It's a new construction. It would be around 2 point. I think they usually do it on price ranges from 2.7 to more than that they would go for. So my client who went into a contract last year, this August they would be getting the keys for that.
Oh, okay.
It takes like 8 months or a 7 months to build to close, right? Basically, from starts from the foundation. Right now, they're doing on the foundation, and they had given me a call to understand, Nagaraj, how do I make sure whatever they're building are proper, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have an
Mm-hmm.
additional inspection for that.
Yeah.
So I told them, no need, because anytime any phases of the constructions are done, from the city experts would do the inspections. Once they pass itself, they would be able to go to the next phase for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If
Yeah.
of the buyer and who is tired of the old homes and wants to buy a new homes, do reach out to me. There are a lot of new home constructions are do available, like from a TJ Homes and other people's around. But the budget is around more than 2.5. But if you're okay for like condos or townhouse, maybe still you might be getting for 1.3 million.
So while you're talking about this, actually, one question comes to mind is that, you know, why is it important for sellers who need to disclose? Like sometimes people find like mold and things and which are not disclosed during the actual transaction and things, and they only come to know of it later.
I
So what is the role of sellers in this to disclose?
See, this is if it's a new construction, that's altogether is a different one. But if you're like selling your older houses, right, then you need only as a seller, very, very important is disclose, disclose, disclose. Okay.
Mm.
Even the small stuff, maybe you would have upgraded a kitchen, you changed the countertops and everything, but you did it without a permit. Do
Yeah.
disclose.
Mm.
That is very important. Like maybe you did a small changes in the house, do
Mm.
disclose that. So if you have already permits approved, do disclose that. And all the final inspections happen, everything disclose it. It's like you made some changes in your landscaping, disclose it. For example, this mold stuff, there was one recent transactions happened, so they had not disclosed on the mold, so the buyer had came back saying that why you didn't disclose it.
Mm.
They can basically, if you're not done that, they can come after, buyer can come after. The real estate transactions might look simpler, but it's
Uh,
harder when you're not done the right way.
so honesty is the best policy in that.
That is where the experts plays in. And if you're one of the buyer or one of the seller who would like to understand, we were talking about the stars align, and from there we're talking about
Yes.
buying a new constructions, how do you
Correct.
do it for a new constructions? You want something called a luxury homes, or kind if you want to buy newer constructions, how do you go for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to understand more, give us a call, or you can, our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038. And our question on the floor was like, city adjacent to San Jose is derived from the Spanish name, and the city have a well-known shopping mall, great, great mall. So what great mall of the Bay Area, which city I'm talking about? You can call us and share it also. You do,
Yes.
I think are we giving any coupons, Vijay Lakshmi? No, not really.
No.
But you can share your stuffs. Our studio line numbers are 408-912-5038.
Right, right. So another question that comes up is when I'm selling, if like from a selling perspective, of course, we'll talk about the larger question we are discussing, but since we're talking about selling as well, so should I fix that home before listing it or sell it as it is?
That's I think recently one of the client had called me to sell a house in Sunnyvale. All right. So that house, we were running the comms out, fixing or non-fixing. Okay.
Mm,
So sometimes you're lucky, maybe you might, if you're not fixed it, it might sell to the last comparable sale, depending on extent of the work needs to be done. The one,
okay.
the Fremont house, which is in the free mission I was talking about, it was listed for a 1.3, nothing fixed. Nothing fixed. If you look at the bathrooms and everything, it is kind of the water is still standing in.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. So the bathroom is completely messed up and they try to sell like that. They didn't do anything in that. Okay.
Mm.
But that house got the offer for not even fixing up, but they got a 1.77 million. So it's like basically 470K more.
Huh.
If they had fixed up and they would have listed for a, maybe if they would have fixed up for 100K, let's assume, right? Like
Mm.
it's right now it's cost you 100K, again depends on the kitchen, bathroom, and what kind of extent you're renovating in.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you are one of the listeners, you are thinking what the terms are we talking about, like if you want to ask any questions, you can give us a call. We have studio line numbers of 408-912-5038. And coming back to that, if they would fix it 100K, maybe they could have closely sold for another 100K, or maybe
Oh.
depends on how much extensively they have
But
done.
isn't it true like the demand is so much that people are like, they're ready to buy it whether or not?
If the house is completely needs to be done, remodel, the number of buyers coming in there would be reduced.
Mm-hmm.
So only the people would be interested in only, I think we had a lot of calls, but I think we had some misdialed tones. That's why we're not able to connect. If you're trying it out, do give us a call.
Yes.
So our studio
We
line.
still have some time remaining. So call us 408-912-5038 is the number 408-912-5038. If you want to jump into the conversation on any aspect of real estate or your own experience doing this is the time to call in to talk to our subject matter expert in the house, Realtor Nagraj Anaya, who makes it his mission to really handhold you through every aspect of real estate. Yes, Nagraj.
Yeah, I think so that is why the extent of the work, whatever you're doing is, and coming back to the Sunnyvale house, what I was telling about,
Yeah.
do that completely remodel, you might get around 60,000. But if it is going to, without remodeling, it is going to sell 2 million. But if it is going to sell for with remodel 2.4, it does make sense. It
Yes.
is getting in another 200K for you.
That's right.
Follow, let's take it up.
Yes, hello and welcome to Real Estate Roundup. Your name, please, and your question for
Hi,
Nagraj.
my name is Raghav. I'm calling from the Fremont area.
Yes, hello,
I
Raghav.
want to ask to Nagraj that, if I'm looking for a new house, what are the things I have to look into? For example, is there any particular things I have to look into it before signing a contract or closing the house?
Hi, Raghav. Thanks
Hi.
for calling up. So you're buying your first property or a second property, Raghavji?
It is a second property, but first property is in different state.
Okay, then welcome to the Bay Area for buying this house here.
Mhm.
See, when you're buying in, first is like you need to look at all the disclosures in out.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the inspections report, look at the termite reports, look at any seller's disclosures also. Okay, seller
Okay.
the seller disclosures will give you like, is any death in the property, if any remodeling has been done, everything needs to be disclosed from the seller also. Okay. And one is look at the NHD also, National Hazard Disclosure. That will tell you is like the house is in the flood zone. Look at this. These are the 4 important things, and even the termite reports. Okay. Reason you need to look at it is you need to be prepared, because the seller might not be able to fix it or will not fix it in this tough Bay Area real estate, but it will give you an idea up to what it might sell. Because lot of times we look at comparables, but when you look at the comparables, you don't know what was the last, how was it, and was it remodeled also, or does it have any fixes also. So looking at the disclosure for you, it help you out to understand where it might sell you.
Okay.
Because Redfin is, that's the problem happening nowadays. All these AI algorithms or whatever we call about in the Redfin or a Zillow, right? They predict the house will sell for this much price. But will they go and check what is the condition of the state? Are they going to read the disclosures and tell you this house is in this situation, so that is why it will sell for this much? No, they're going to come up with the value only based on the crowd or like the interest shown into that property and based on the last sold value or the last comparables. That is why you need to look at the all the disclosures package given provided by the seller, which helps you out to it.
Okay.
So
Anything?
thank you for that question. Yeah, if you have
Thank you.
further questions, reach out to Nagraj also offline, and you can do that by calling him at 408-805-4653 or just log on to nagrajhomes.com. You can even connect with him there. So thank you, Raghavji, and good luck with
Thank you.
your
Thank you.
journey into real estate. Thank you.
Thank
So, Nagraj, we're almost out of time. So give us the answer to the question on the floor.
We're talking about Milipitas. Milipitas had one more city name. I think we better not to talk about because it's very close to a smell area, but it is not all the parts of the Milipitas. That's the things we have, but it is not only some part of the Milipitas we have it. It is called a Smelpitas also, but not all the parts of the Milipitas. So the Milipitas has the 2 zip codes to be watch out for, 95035 and 95036. It is very close to the all the offices and everything, because especially now work from home has been reduced now, right?
Yeah.
Milipitas is a great place if you are one of the
Out of time,
of time,
Nagraj,
but
and of course.
was a call after this show. If you want to talk to me on the Milipitas or anything on the Bay Area cities, you want to buy a house, our number is 858-880-4577 or visit nagrajhomes.com. One-stop solution for all your realty needs.
Thank you so much, Nagraj. Until next time, this is Vijay Lakshmi. Thank you for joining us on Real Estate Roundup. Have a wonderful week ahead. And until next time, namaskar.
you.